Welcome back to Time for a Quiz. Are you ready for another quiz? Can you recognize these English accents from different parts of the English-speaking countries? Let's find out. Before we start, please do subscribe to our channel for more such quizzes.
Yeah, so I heard, right, I didn't know that the Globe nominations were coming out that day, and I don't like to know when any of these nominations are coming out because you get really anxious and then you'll just never sleep and you'll never have a life, so I didn't want to know. And the day they came out...
It's the Irish accent.
It was so much fun, and I'd sort of forgotten how much fun you can have and are allowed to have at work, because a lot of the movies I work on are, quite dramatic, and sometimes the sets are very, very serious. So to go to work where, laughing your head off all day long was kind of...
It's the general Australian accent.
How my mum must have felt, and sort of me looking at my mum, because I've been very lucky, the life I now lead, the experience I've had. It's not there if my mum doesn't make, certain decisions. Not along with my dad, of course, but yeah, for my mum to sort of make that decision.
It's the Scouse accent.
It's not erasing the crisis. It's not saying there wasn't a problem first. It's not saying that there's parts of the Bible that people have bastardized and used in the wrong way. But you don't throw the whole book out and say, well, it's all bad then.
It's the Texas accent.
We all closed our eyes to what was being said about you. We dismissed it as fabrications, as cruel chatter in light of your decision to give up the throne. But when the truth finally came out, it makes a mockery of even the central tenets of Christianity.
It's the British received pronunciation.
Definitely. Everyone's got bucket lists, of course. But I look forward to it, and also I made sure I was going to be active. And, difference being was I maybe waking up during the night and I put the television on. Difference what I used to do up at 6 o'clock into training ground.
It's the Scottish accent.
20 years, we've stayed clear of the authorities. I think we know what to do.
We made a deal with you people. Now, it wasn't easy to start with, but where I come from, a deal is a deal. And now it seems like every day somebody wants to change that deal.
It's American redneck accent.
But then he asked me after about 21 days, and I said yes. I cooked him the worst meal. I somehow decided that to stuff a trout with walnuts and goat's cheese would be a good idea. He ate it, and then he asked me to marry him. So clearly he was...
It's the cultivated Australian accent.
I mean, in 10 years' time, who knows? I wouldn't have imagined a lot of things that have happened in the past 10 years had you have asked us back then. So I would never say never, ever in this life, never say never. But it's just not something I feel the need to do.
It's the Geordie accent.
So no, there's really not that much training. If anything, it's just, I drink a lot of water on a regular basis, so I guess that helps with stretching the stomach. My forte is like my speed, not necessarily my capacity. I can eat a lot of food, but that's what I like to pride myself on, is speed. So that's just...
It's the Canadian accent.
Second, the way our agreement works is the minute Cooper signed the deal which gave you everything you wanted, our fee was due and payable, which is why at 7:30 I received confirmation of a wire transfer from escrow indicating payment in full.
It's the Brooklyn accent.
That's what it's about, you know what I mean? It's like everyone's a bit square at the moment, aren't they? You know what I mean? Everyone's just a bit serious and miserable, you know what I mean? I do like winding people up, you know what I mean? But yeah, there's a lot of these rock and roll stars these days are coming and just getting a check out and going, oh, imagine Keith Moon drumming his arse off and then going home, you know?
It's the Mancunian accent.
I love, just a nice t-shirt and a jeans. But my t-shirt when I used to wear those things was just with a lot of blings. So if you check all my closet, you'll see every t-shirt have some sort of symbols on it.
My mum and dad come over occasionally to stay with me over here, and when they come over, I rack my brains for things that they'll be interested in doing. Yeah. That'll be fun. And so one year I heard about this place, Medieval Times. Now I thought my mum and dad are going to love this. My mum and dad do enjoy dressing.
It's the Welsh accent.
Thank you, Mr. President. I certainly agree with both of my colleagues. And it's not just Cummings Park, it's Car Park, it's Plaisted Park, it's throughout the community. I think at this point, too, I'd like to send an official resolve to the DPW to do not only the cleanup.
It's the Boston accent.
Then Mum and Dad just propped me up. Just prop me up. Every time I'd make mistakes, they just keep, hang in there, lad, hang in there. And they just kept helping me and persuading me to follow my passion, which was wildlife. And that, in essence, helped me to be.
It's the broad Australian accent.
All these other men that are getting your deals and your brand deals and you're getting invited here and you're invited there, you weren't football YouTubers. We made you come into we've opened the lane, blood. Do you understand? The only man that I could say who's been doing it longer than man is like Poet, Vuj, and them man.
It's the Jamaican slang accent.
That is my name, and it's from the Lee family. You are also at war with the Lees, Mr. Kimber, am I right? The Lees are attacking your bookies and taking your money. Your men can't control them. You need help. They're doing a lot of talking at the fairs. They have a lot of kin. They're saying the racetracks are easy meat.
It's the Brummie accent.
I don't know, man. I just tell them I'll do it and I show up, man. I just call them, tell them we're going to push it back, man. I rush after our show. Dave has a trailer and there's like a little motor thing on the back of the trailer. It's like a little bus, motor trend like bus. And then
it's the African American accent.
I don't think so. And see what happens is you have an economic crisis which says what better prospects? Well, freaking half the country's unemployed. There's like 4,000 people, I think it was over 4,000 people applied for 17 jobs last week in Derry. 17 freaking jobs, 4,000 people applying for them. That.
It's the Northern Irish accent.
Right over there, as soon as you cross the bridge, it's not even 5 minutes away. I live I guess maybe 10 minutes it takes me to get to work every day. And while that's one reason why they did hire me. They said, people that come in here, all of our foreigners and just people that come from everywhere.
It's the American twang accent.
I was leading a certain kind of life, which was a sort of a bachelor life, out all night, discotheques, girls, all those terrible things. And when I met my wife, she wasn't my wife. When I met the girl I was going to marry, it changed my life,
It's the Cockney accent.
Oh yeah, you do, but you can dress for them all. When you've gone to this much trouble for one occasion, you think, oh please let it be nice, not cold and miserable. So it's definitely a great day here. Amazing.
It's the Yorkshire accent. We hope that you would have enjoyed the video. If you did, then please do subscribe to our channel.